It
Because
really
I think
depends on.
Washington's the favorite to win that East now.
Yes, they are. And the reason I say that, Carson can play like all world for 80% of the snaps. 80 to 85% of the snap, he can be all world.
Back on the middle, Barrett Brooks, Dan Sileo. Hour number 2. Zach Ertz is staying in Arizona. Says he wants to win a Super Bowl. 3-year, $31.7 million deal. Is he a Hall of Fame guy?
No. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer guy. Just and it's not over anything personal. I just think that for a 3-year stretch, he was one of the best tight ends in the league. And then his production fell off the last 2 years. Although it's about to spike up. Now he's, with the Cardinals, and they got a little better. But it's still, a Hall of Famer means you just one of the most dynamic players to ever play the game. And I don't think he's that. He didn't have yak yardage. He's one of those guys, once he catches it and once somebody touches him, he's going down. The real, true, big-time tight ends are hard to tackle, hard to cover. He's hard to cover, but he's easy to tackle, man. It's like you need to get in the weight room and start running, get them legs stronger, because after he caught it, man, and somebody hit him, he was always going down. No yak yardage.
Is he an Eagle Hall of Famer?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. What he did in 3 years was phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. He was in a conversation of being one of the best tight ends. He was the best tight end to ever play in Philly. And that's, Keith Jackson. That's, that's a lot of guys. Brent Selleck. That's a lot of good guys that play here. But he was like one of the best in the league at the time. You got Kelsey, him.
Better than Carmichael?
Kittle. Well, no, because Carmichael was the real deal. Talking about a 6'7" receiver, man.
Yeah, you know what? He was more of a hybrid guy. He wasn't really they lined him up out wide too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was more of a wide out than he was tight end. You know?
Yeah, he was a wide receiver. He got in as a wide. He was a wide receiver. Yeah.
Yeah, he was more of that. Hey, by the way, it tells you a lot about where the Cleveland Browns are right now too, Barrett. I mean, so you drafted a guy 4 years ago, number 1 overall, and you're out having a conversation today with Deshaun Watson, and you're talking about potentially bringing – get this. Think about it for a second. Okay, if the Eagles are not in the conversation, the Browns surely are not in the conversation to land that guy. The Browns haven't won anything since Jim Brown. I mean, if you want maybe Bernie Kosar, last time they truly won anything,
right?
And you're going to try to tell me he's going to land in Cleveland? I mean, look at the perception of what Cleveland. Both wide receivers are no longer on the team, Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry. I think that's a direct result of that guy's play. And I think that reflects poorly on him because quarterbacks, look at what Brady did with Amendola and guys like Edelman and Wes Welker, guys who were special teams dudes. Nobody thought anything. I think Amendola or Edelman, I think one of those guys were a quarterback in college.
Yeah, yep.
And they made him into a wideout, and guy turned out to be one of the greatest postseason receivers of all time. I mean,
Amendola was with the Eagles. He was just a return guy with the Eagles.
That Wes Welker was just a return guy
in Miami. Yeah.
Okay, and he goes up to New England. Brady turns him into a 100-catch guy a year. I mean, it just shows you. I mean, but man, Baker Mayfield, the number 1 pick here, and this goes into Philly here. You know, all the Hurts lovers. Again, I'm not going to quantify by saying I like. You already know I do. But end of the day, here, Cleveland's trying to upgrade.
Right.
I mean, what is that beneath you to want to try to upgrade the quarterback position in Philly? What are you, crazy? You got to get a guy in the room better than Dak, and you don't have one yet. And I'm not sure you have a guy in the room better than Carson. Who would you take, Carson Wentz or Jalen Hurts to win a game?
Right now, I Carson Wentz. I'm so down on Carson Wentz. I would go with Hurts. You talk about
Is it
who
close?
Yeah, it's very close. I mean, very close. I mean, because it
Because
really
I think
depends on.
Washington's the favorite to win that East now.
Yes, they are. And the reason I say that, Carson can play like all world for 80% of the snaps. 80 to 85% of the snap. He can be all world. And that's 80% of the games. So we're talking he could win 12, 13 games. He's that talented. But it's just that 20% or 15% in which he makes a boneheaded mistake will cost you more than half of those wins. He can play all world for 80% of snaps, 85% of snaps, but then he just makes bonehead decisions will cost him games in crucial situations, which alleviates and takes away maybe 5 or 7 of those games that he was supposed to win. Games that he was supposed to be, the heir apparent to being one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And he'll do that and just totally lose a game. So that erases 5 to 7 games just from those mistakes. And that's the problem right there. Those mistakes are big time mistakes. And he doesn't have any accountability for it. He'll say, oh, well, I mean, I trust my guys and I'm just going to keep firing it to them because, I trust my guys to go out there and make a play. Stop doing that, bro. It's not working. They're bad decisions.
How about it's being reported now that the 49ers have passed on the chance to talk to Watson?
They passed on it.
Well, they had to.
Well, they still have Garoppolo.
And they gave up all that equity for Lance.
Yep.
They may regret that, dude, because both them dudes, one guy's paper mache and the other guy is one play Trey. I mean, hey, he may be good. Okay? He may be good. Well, hey, one of these guys goes, Sills, are you kidding me? Wentz's numbers were 10 times better than Jalen Hurts' numbers last year. 10 times. Don't give me the 945 yards rushing. I don't care about that stat. I care about the 10 TDs he accounted for. That because that gets it in the end zone. But I don't care about quarterbacks running. Look at the quarterbacks that were in the playoffs and won Super Bowls the last couple of years. Name me a running quarterback. Don't throw Patrick Mahomes in there, dude, because he wins games from the pocket. Okay? He takes off when he has to. He doesn't take off because that's part of his game to move the sticks. He takes off because, and get this, you think Andy Reid wants that guy rolling around in the perimeter to get the shit knocked out of him, running down the sidelines? Man, they don't even want that guy doing 1-yard sneaks anymore because he hurt his knee 2 years ago.
I remember that too.
Yeah, they don't want him even doing that stuff, man. I mean, are you crazy? All these quarterbacks today. Look at you. Think Joe Burrow could jump over rulers? I don't think so. That guy don't look. Now look, Josh Allen is a freak show. That's got a timeline on it too. That's going to have a timeline on it, man. If Cam Newton, who's the biggest dude I've ever seen play the position, the biggest dude. I mean, he's tall like you, right?
Yeah, he's 6'5", 6'6". He's taller than I am. And he's like 265, something like that too. And not fat. I mean, he's a pure athlete. We're talking about he looks like,
I swear to you, Barrett.
He looks like he's bigger than a tight end.
Hey, Barrett, I swear to you, man. He walked in. I thought it was Reggie White. I was like, this guy's as big as he's as tall as Reggie. I thought he was a defensive end.
Right. He looks like it.
They go, it's Cam. I went, what? I was floored at his size. You imagine him running in the open space with a 5'11" DB trying to get his ass on the ground?
A lot of people made business decisions over him, bro.
Boy, I see that dude running at me, man. I'd be like, holy cow, man. I better close the gap on that guy because if he gets ahead of steam going, I'm ankle tackling this dude.
Bro, he's twice as big as his running back. Twice.
Dude, you see him how many times he looked over the old line. He's the biggest guy in the huddle. Hey, would you bring him in as a backup if they end up trading Minshew away because he kind of fits the system?
No.
Or is it just too much of a shining star behind Jalen?
Well, it wouldn't have anything to do with Jalen. I think Jalen would outplay him, but I don't think that he has anything left in him. His arm is shot, man. I doubt if he could throw. inaccurate pass over 40 yards right now.
He'd be great in the red zone.
Oh, he'd be a monster in the red zone. But he could be Cordell Patterson. He could play running back. You put some bigger pads on him. He's that big of a dude, man.
Yeah, because
Solid.
he could be a situational. He could be a situational player for them. But I don't know, man. I mean, Cam is such a star, and having a guy like that, I think Jalen could handle something like that. But again, I'm not gonna have him. But he could start games for you, Barrett. I mean, but he just can't be your starter, if that makes sense.
You know what? I hate this, man. I hate the stream. I hate the stream right now. I hate my captain right now. I hate all these people reporting this.
What?
Randy Gregory to Denver.
I said that.
I didn't hear it, man.
Yeah, I posted that yesterday that he would be the favorite to go to Denver. I posted that on my Twitter page.
Wow.
And if they let him roll out of there, Denver's going to be the first team up to sign him. And
he's gone. He's gone now. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put that up there. Big Sil's right again. Hey, Xander, do me a favor. Yeah. Oh my God. Xander says that's what I thought. Xander, I was going to say this. I can't believe that the Cowboys were able to get Gregory and Lawrence signed. He took it back and then accepted Denver's offer.
What?
Hey, Xander, go on my Twitter line. I think I posted that Gregory would be Gregory would be the guy. Either I said Gregory or Lawrence because they couldn't. I didn't think they could keep both.
Well,
look at this.
No.
5 years, $82 million deal with the Cowboys.
5 years, $82 million?
And he took the Bronco offer. You know why? He thinks he's got a better chance of beating teams over with Russell. He wants to play with Russell Wilson.
Well, he wants to compete because Dallas is not going to be able to compete, man. I mean, did you see the deal Christian Kirk just signed?
I did.
Are you kidding me? And he's not even the best. He's not even the best wide receiver free agency.
I know, dude. See, but you told me this, Barrett. You got to look at the money. Okay? You got to look at the money. 5 years, $70 million the Cowboys offered.
Oh, it's 5 years, 70?
Yeah,
Okay.
5 years, 70. Wow. Hey, man. But like you said, I went like this. Fletcher Cox is not worth 8. Then I looked at it, 17.3. I'm like, that's the going rate for a dude like that.
Right.
All right, dude. Let me ask you, man. Did you have any apprehension when you played in Philly?
No, none whatsoever. None whatsoever.
Before you came to Philly,
I didn't know anything about Philly, for real.
Did you think, because of all the things that were said about the city, because I brought this up, Barrett, here, let's take a look at this for a second here. When you think of Boston, first thing you think of is what?
Irish. I think of
the
Irish Mafia.
There's another one.
Oh, yeah. Kind of a little racist too, bro.
Kinda?
Yeah.
See, look, man, I love you, man. See, this is
I got to tiptoe around it, man.
This is not the same dude that played when he was killing dudes. Okay, he's being kinder now.
Yes, I have to be
nicer now.
I have to be.
I know, but how about this? Even if it's not, it's still a narrative.
Right.
And when you get there, people like to play there. Okay, Bill Russell had issues playing there. Everyone knows the storyline in Boston. What's the narrative for athletes when they see Philly from the outside? Say you're Deshaun, man, rough ass fans, man.
Yep. The narrative
Holy
is this.
Shit.
They
man,
boo.
These people are on your ass. You're 10 seconds away, man. Come on. I don't know, man. It's really rough, man. They can get in people's asses. Watch this, too. That Riley Cooper thing.
Right.
Okay. Okay. All right. They got rid of Shady.
Right.
All of that has to play into, because if you're Deshaun, why wouldn't I want to play in the NFC East? It's the Tiffany division in football when it comes to television ratings.
Yep.
I'm going to be in the nation's capital. I'm playing the Cowboys. I'm in New York. I mean, all those games are front and center. Okay? Playing in the NFC South, Carolina. The Bucs are only intriguing because Brady's there. Playing in New Orleans, I don't know. It's pretty cool to play there. I played there a bunch of times. But, dude, I mean, when you play in the NFC East, you're on TV every day. Hey, how many times were you on national television when you were with the Eagles?
Bro, I mean, all 4 times I played on Christmas and Thanksgiving. You know, I mean, those are big. When you're playing on those days. When you playing on those days, that's big. You know what I'm saying? I think I hit the holidays every single year that I played here in Philly. And then I went to Detroit. I got 2 years in Detroit. 1 year with Green Bay. And then with the Steelers, I caught all the holidays also. So when you talk about big markets, TV markets for NFL, Philly being in the NFC East was definitely, plus, you know, during that time period, there were like 3 Super Bowls that came from Dallas during that time. You know, a couple years before, and then the year in 95 when I got there, won a Super Bowl. So, you know, you're definitely going to get the TV. Even as bad as the Eagles were year before last, when only won 4 games and tied 1, they still last year played on a Monday night. Still played on a Monday night against Dallas. It's still one of the premier matchups, even though they don't like to acknowledge it, but it's still a premier matchup to have on TV. Dallas against the Eagles.
Man, it's to me, I'm trying to figure out why you would say you don't want to play in Philly.
We haven't heard that.
No, you're dead right. No, I have not heard that. I have not. But you know, because like you said, the team with the most commodities and the most assets are the quietest team in the NFL right now.
Yep.
Eagles are the quietest team. Okay? Hey, Hassan Reddick, congratulations. Great move. Okay? But that's not going to put you in the Super Bowl.
No.
Deshaun Watson's going to put you in the Super Bowl. Hey, this guy Fred's got a thought. You know how you made that comment about Kyler Murray going to Arizona for Deshaun, moving him? What if you send Watson home and you bring Matt Ryan over to Houston?
Gives you a fighting chance. A quarterback with some experience. Needs a new change of scenery.
I mean, kind of fits what Lovey wants to do, too.
Right. I mean, he's always had a stiff back there, but somebody that can hose it. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you, man, I'm concerned about Atlanta because Atlanta's his home.
Right. You always want
I'm not really worried about these other teams because they just don't have enough. But the South playing at home, he'd be the best ticket draw for Arthur Blank since Michael Vick.
Wow. You're absolutely right.
Now, because of what happened with Vick, and plus you know this, that city would embrace him because he's from there, even with all the issues that he brings to him, that city's going to embrace him. Okay?
They wouldn't have a problem with acclimating him back into being, you know, the darling of the NFL. They would kind of wash all that away. You know, because it's going to have whoever he goes to, there's got to be some guys to put those fires out, man, because it's you got to be a city more accepting to understanding his plight as you know, all right, I'm not as bad as you guys think I am, but I'm just, you know, but they still think, all right, you can help our team, so we'll let it slide a little bit.
You know, I'll say this to you about Philly. The politicians are snowflakes. The city's not.
Right.
Okay? Your city hall is snowflakes. Your mayor sucks. Okay? I mean, he's terrible. Okay? But I don't think they represent that city.
No.
So, which means this. You're going to have blowback if Watson lands there by snowflakes that are in that city. And you're going to have political people, the Me Now people and all this other BS are going to jump in there. And the reason I say BS, he's innocent. And I go with that. He's innocent.
Well, you're the first
Okay.
person I've seen out loud say it and put it in perspective.
I said he was innocent the day it came out. Because you know why? It just was too hokey to me. All of a sudden, he asked for a trade, and 22 women come out of the woodworks and all of a sudden say, I posted it. My wife was concerned because I posted it. I go, I don't believe it. I think it's a setup.
Wow.
And I listen, I'm not saying he didn't do anything with these women. I'm just saying that I think the criminal activity was, I never believed it. I never believed it. And from the day one, I posted that. You go back and you can look at my timeline. I think it was a setup from day one that it was. And get this, you know, I always was thinking to myself, I thought it was the organization that kind of set this up on him. But I've taken that back, that the Texans, because the Texans have behaved wonderfully this last year by paying him. They had him activated. And they never said anything negative. But this stuff came out of the woodworks, and I was just like this. I don't believe it for a second. I never did. I never went down that line of this too, Barrett, with Watson. Well, you know that something's going to happen to him. I don't know that yet either, because my contention would be firing back at the NFL with the NFL Players Association, who are freaking weak.
Yeah.
I would fire back at D. Smith and go, you better get my freaking back. Okay, because I'm innocent in a court of law. What are you gonna suspend me on? Innuendo? Because you didn't like me talking to massage therapists and I was doing dirty things with them? Bro, obviously, according to the law and the district attorney and the grand jury, that's not. You haven't broken the law. Now, hey, is he a freak show? Yeah.
What is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you, man?
I defend these guys, man. Oh, that's right. I forgot I'm a racist. Hey, you know, isn't that funny? Yeah, I've defended him since day one.
This is ridiculous, man. This should have been way farther than where we are right now. I mean, this is a travesty that the NFL is still yet to say anything about it. You know what I mean? It's how is this happening? You know what? I mean, you're right. What is the Players Association doing about this? Because they need to make a move. They should have been made a move, and came to his defense. They've said nothing. Also,
I'll tell you what I'd do too with these chicks. Okay, you want civil suits? I'll pay your ass off. Here's the money. Take it or leave it. Okay, take it or leave it. Here's $100,000. Go away. I'm going to give you FU money to go away. Here you go, honey. Go away. I got $38 million coming to me on the 16th. I think I could pick up. You know, I think I could pick up $2.2 million of that. Here you go. Whatever it is, just go away. Confidentiality agreements, go away. I want to go play now. Have everybody a nice time. Give me a break here, man. Give me a break. You know what? That's right. Birdman, speak the facts here, not what, you know, again, Lonzo Harris, not what you know, it's what you can prove.
Right.
Hey, well, you know what? He had all these accusations. Really? You know how many things I've been accused of? The only thing I haven't been accused of, I think, is murder. And I mean, everything. People take 2% of what I say, and they come up with this narrative. I told you this before. I effed up you notice I'm not dropping the F-bomb because my aunt gave me a bunch of hell for it. I mean, she said I said it too much yesterday, so I have to stop doing it, man. You're such a bad influence on me. My aunt hears you, man. And she's like, man, Barrett doesn't say the F word. He's always really, his mom's on. He goes, well, I'm on.
Right. My mom would say, she'll tell me too. Wow.
Doug says Sileo killed someone. No comment.
He said, maybe I did.
Hey, Kevin, Italians from Connecticut are aristocratic Italians. How you doing? Where are the Eagles, man? Come on, Barrett, kick some ass, man.
But bro, I've been making phone calls. I've been calling players.
I'm gonna text Sirianni. What is going on?
Well, look at this. I've been calling guys on the Eagles team, and nobody knows anything. You know, I mean, and these are legit guys, legit players that feed me information on a regular, and they've heard nothing. Nothing.
No one
How
likes
is that?
it. We don't care.
That's the fight song, bro.
Hey, man, that's
song.
A merit badge. Michael Irvin, hey, Manscaped Big Cells. Now, what's his name told me, Xander, be careful with the weed whacker. He said, man, you might drop a kuyan if you, like, get a little close there, man. I mean, I've already looked at the head of the thing, and I was like, I don't know, man, because you know me right now, man, I'm not so sure. I could see over the midriff here, you know. So, I mean, I'd have to use a mirror, and that gets to be kind of Deshaun Watson freak show stuff. So I might be a little nervous, so I might have to put a mirror on the floor.
You don't want to draw blood,
I
bro.
really don't want to see that. You know what I mean? I'm not. I want to have some breakfast later, man. I don't know if I can use the weed whacker and eat breakfast.
Bro, I mean, this. See, and you guys got on me. They got on me, man, because I was telling them about one time I went to Jamaica. And no, I'm not gonna get on it, man. But you know, I went to Jamaica, man, and we was it was hedonism. That's what the resort is called, hedonism. In fact, it was hedonism too. And I go eat breakfast, man, and lo and behold, this guy, and British dude, man. You know, it's like levels. You know, I'm sitting down here at this level, and he's on this level up here, and he's politely reading the paper. We're in hedonism too, so you only know how that is. Naked people running around everywhere. So I'm sitting down, and they bring my food to me, and I turn around, and like my table's right next to, you know, the next level, and I look over, and this dude has nuts this long, sitting eating his breakfast, reading the paper. I'm like, come on, bro, you need to cover them up, you know.
Hey,
sorry about that, mate.
Hey, man, I think I'm in. Oh my God, I got a story just like that, Gary. Dude, not about nuts though. Hey, watch this. So my birthday, we were in Philly, and it was Sixers and Celtics. My boys go like this. They go, hey, let's go to a bar and just celebrate, Big Sills. It's your birthday. Yeah, man. We're in there, man. Everybody's having a great time. We're drinking around. This dude bumps up to me, goes, hey, man, you want to dance? I turn and look at him. I go, yeah, man, we're the chicks. The guy goes, yeah, no, you want to dance? And I'm going like, I go, we're the chicks. He goes, no, with me. And I looked around the room. I go, I'm in a gay bar, dude. And I'm going like this. Okay. Hey, one last one here. So we're playing in New Orleans at the Sugar Bowl. We're at a bar. These women were great looking. We're sitting here, man. We're all drinking, having a great time. Jerome's sitting with me. We're all like, it's a great time. Sitting on our laps. We're getting hammered. You know, hey, it's getting time to close in, you know, at 2:30 in the morning. It's our last night out before we have bed checks the next day. We get up. Bartender comes over to me and goes, hey, Big Sills. Them ain't chicks. And I go, do me a favor. Don't tell my friends. I went like this. Don't tell my friends. So I go back to the table, man. They go, come on, man. We're going. I go, yeah, okay. Yeah, you let me know how it works out at the train table. The next day, so, dude, I go down to the train table the next day. Jerome's waiting for me going like this. The bartender stopped us at the door, man, before we walked out. And he told me, he told you. I said, shit, I must have forgotten. He goes, right.
That's New Orleans, man. That's New Orleans, man.
Hey, by the way, maybe at that Heaton place, maybe they were Deshaun's balls you were looking at over there, man. Let's take a time out. He's Barrett Brooks. I'm Dan Sileo. Back in 3.